stills of you videotaping. It's like me, I've been taking pictures the whole job. There's not one picture of me.
Well, I can get on your camera and help.
I'll show you over here, Peter, a couple of interesting things.
Everything that I see here is interesting.
Isn't it something?
Yeah.
Details and things.
Look at this.
He's going along and he's trimming these. They've got this carving here. They've got it notched out. This is the carving on the face. And then the shingle goes across here, and then there's moldings all the way around.
Oh, go back again, please.
Front, so from the ground, this actually looks like it's shingles. And each one of these are notched in, each shingle, and it goes off at an angle, and I can show you what one of those shingles look like. Mike finishes stripping the shingles off. They put the Grace ice and water shield on it to protect it from further abuse, weather, and new copper flashing is put underneath the Grace ice and water. Then the shingles are applied on the sides, and you can see the carving down the front, and the shingles actually fit, are cut to fit into the carved area. And then they're trimmed.
I'm glad you enjoyed the trip, and thanks for taking time out to call back to us the details so we can look on transparency through. Thanks, Mr.
You can bring me on 2 of those dovetails at 7 7/8.
One piece didn't send me away. Well, the last piece of
Enjoy the cold weather.
Trying to.
You gotta get out there where it's cold.
I just fucking can't get out tomorrow. I gotta work in my house. Clean up the yard. I got an excavator coming on Tuesday.
Outside.
Okay, go.
Peter, this is a good example of some of the wear. You can see actually the shingles are worn right through on these diamond details, and a strong wind or a strong rain just can break them right off, exposing the building to more damage. And you'll see a lot more in a week or so up on the roof where there's actual holes from hail damage and just the shingles worn all the way through. And as you can see, some of the fasteners are letting go. Up top on the molding where they've rusted through since the 70s. They use galvanized nails, which the galvanized reacts with the cedar, the acid in the cedar, and rots out even faster, the coating, and then rusts out completely. So this time they're using all stainless steel ring nails to fasten the shingles, as well as stainless steel screws and stainless steel ring nails for fastening the trim. All trim and moldings on the building are going to be refastened. Feel like that section once these shingles come off. Put another piece of cedar right around there.
Yeah, it's not a bad spot.
Is it?
Yeah, Marblehead was on the news. They got damaged. For most of the hit it.
This job is attracting so much attention. 4 Coast Guard personnel watching 3 weeks. Everybody in the Coast Guard service is going to slow and we're not going to get done. The admiral's going to move in and the Dutch is finished. We're going to put a new harbor. That's going to go to CU and Congress. There's a road here in Congress. All the work on the first distance from Maine down to Long Island. And they're trying to outsource the work. Now, so there's all these systems here to find out what they're doing. It's a piece of cake, right?
I think it is, actually. I think it's gonna be better off.
Yeah, there's those complete bare spots we saw before. They haven't gotten any better.
Hailstone damage.
Yeah. On spots like this, I can provide Greg with some pieces to cut it back and just insert. I'm going to talk to the town. There's some easy lines there. On other little chunks where the animals are gotten in. Around the other corner there is the only other spot that really looks pretty bad. Just make the sections that need to be replaced. All I need is the arc and I just need the profile.
You don't want to...
No. No, I think we'd end up with too much aggravation trying to get it off and on again. I don't know, maybe.
Well, we're gonna take that out anyway.
Yeah, make
why
the
don't
whole
you-
piece.
Yeah, you gotta sawzall that off and then,
Yeah.
make it off like that.
This is the worst. Worst problem is section here. Any of the spots that, any spots that were questionable we redid, but it didn't make sense to do that. It's all.
They're thicker up here, but they're not. But since the, I was just telling Dan, since these have been worn down over the years, you get a little bit of different.
Yeah, that's better than I thought it was, but it was like, where do you stop? You didn't stop here.
Exactly.
You either
Then you-
gotta a little bit.
Like the last time.
Got me worse last time. The compressed air hose, it broke, yeah, off. Change my pants.
that that's probably the difference between flashing and then, yeah, it's probably underneath the strip of shingles. The brackets that had to be taken out for the tower. These brackets, an interesting thing about the way they were made is the moldings that went in between them. Each piece was fitted to the molding. So you have the molding that went around the tower rather than being cut to fit easily in between the brackets. The brackets were cut out to receive each piece of the moldings. And one reason I think they might have done this was so that these were locked in so that they couldn't fall to the ground possibly. It's about the only reason I can think of that they go to that much extra work to do them. So.
Are the brackets down below hollow too?
No. The brackets that they shingled are solid, and then they added a piece to the front of them that they band-sawed out to look like the facing of the shingled. You can see the shingle hatchet marks where they groove the back in order for it to fit the curve of the building. So they did that by hand on every single bracket. Pretty amazing. About every 10 years.
Yeah.
About every 10 years with the paint.
Looks as though, I didn't notice it on that one.
On the back side of that curve, the enormous block the sun and the rain from that area. And then, so this area here gets worn out sooner. And I don't think there's anything that can be done to that area.
That's dramatic, isn't it?
Yes. And you see it even more so on the sunny side, where it's completely worn down.
I slept in the chair, I didn't move.
Peter, this is a good illustration of some of the shingles that we've found on the tower. The condition greatly varies depending on which driving wind force off the ocean particular shingles have gotten, but this one illustrates a couple different things. Obviously the shingle had fallen off above this particular shingle, and then water wore down where the nail was, and a lot of the nails, as you've seen up there, the heads have rotted off because they used a galvanized nail. This time they're using a stainless steel ring nail, which will be a lot more resistant to corrosion. Down below, the exposure to the sun and the rain and the driving wind is now roughly 1/8 of an inch thick, and it started off probably about a 3/8 inch thick butt. And the shingles that we're putting back on are about 1/8 of an inch thicker. They're about a 1/2 inch generally thicker, and they're also about 2 inches longer. So the coverage from the overlap is much greater. So even when the new shingles break off and blow away in the wind, there'll still be a greater thickness underneath to protect the building until it can be reshingled again. This shingle down below here also illustrates the power of the rain and how it wears on the vertical grain of the shingle. This area here is as worn as the pieces that broke off at some point in the past, and it's actually worn a groove, and eventually would have a leak. So that's what we're up against, and that's why it's getting reshingled. Just that there's a lot of work there. There's a lot of place, and there's a couple things I want to...
Fussy stuff.
Yeah, a couple of things I want to check this morning. It did make sense to me. Let me see.
You got a ball head on there right guess, don't you? So
Yeah,
you can
yeah, I
open it up.
can, yeah. Well, and have any name with green in it because it's already taken.
How are we doing? We're gonna be on film today. I wanna go to.
Where were we last meeting?
Then we started the roof.
Last meeting, we were up to the large
That's
brackets.
3 weeks ago now, right?
Yep.
Progress, we're above the roof's edge, we're just getting over the dormers today.
Are the dormers done?
They're 90%.
And that's just the shingles,
Full ice and water shield, shingles,
copper.
copper flashing, step flashing everywhere, no valleys.
How about painting the windows, or
We're not touching the painting as of right now. We have a painting contract.
you gonna come back to that?
We're gonna, as we bring the scaffolding down, we're gonna do it on the way down.
Okay, great.
Painting contract to do it rather than us. Be quicker, more efficient.
Do you have a filter in there?
Okay, anything else? How about the big brackets, the big overhang, was that painted?
We've
Was
jumped
that-
past it, so like we said, we can come back down and have a painting contractor.
Okay, was
It's
the
just an
carpentry
issue.
done?
That is in the process.
At the large brackets, at the overhang there, at the roof overhang?
Yes, yeah. Some of those are being milled out.
Carpentry has not been done.
Yeah, the carpentry has
Come
not.
down. See, the issue is the moving of the scaffolding.
Sure.
It's a big project, so what we did was we got it above the roof line to finish the shingling part, and then we're gonna bring it back down at the end to do the painting, carpentry, consolidation.
We just had to move.
We said to move it. It's a
Keep
big-
the, keep
it's a
the
big-
shingles going.
Yeah, it's a big ordeal moving the lifts, so.
Once we get down to that cornice, we gotta push the outriggers out under the cornice. And
So
then,
it's comfortable for people who haven't been up there yet.
and then it will sit there until the consolidation, woodwork and painting is complete.
Okay. What is your schedule for the completion of the roof shingles?
I anticipate being done with the roof in, what's our next meeting, 2 weeks from now? We'll be done, probably, it'll probably take us 2 weeks to finish the roof.
Okay.
What's the date? You got a calendar?
Here.
Well, hopefully less than that, but there's a lot of work up there.
Okay.
Shingles and everything.
Well, I'd like to get back to our Wednesday meetings. 2 weeks from today is the 25th, the Wednesday before that's the 23rd. So you think you'll be done,
Oh, absolutely,
okay, with the shingles up to the top of the roof?
yes.
23rd, gonna be our next meeting,
Yeah,
Michael?
yeah.
Same time, 9:30? We were 8:30.
8, we're gonna need to get back to 8.
That's good, better for me.
On 8/23, okay, great. So, from a progress standpoint, since last meeting, it's been mainly shingles, all on the roofing. The associated carpentry painting is gonna happen after that's completed and you come back down. Okay. So, so between now and next meeting, it's just gonna be shingles, right? I mean, pretty much?
Pretty much.
And if you get done with the shingles, then you will bring the staging down?
As soon as we're done with the shingles and we're able to bring the staging down and accommodate the painters, they'll be here.
Okay,
But we have to have that staging up there in order for us to
okay.
shingle. So,
What about the work on the mast at the very top of the roof, at the very peak? What was our scope on that?
The shingles only go up for 4 courses. That's the end of there.
Because the mast is carved, right?
Right, the mast is carved. The only other thing that they would probably need their staging up, depending on how you plan on doing it, would be for attaching the finials and the lighting.
The mast, there's nothing that goes on in the mast.
No.
No, we can reach that from the roof.
And it doesn't even get
Yeah.
painted,
No,
because it's
nothing.
natural.
No.
You want it to look like the shingles.
Right.
Okay. And what about the weather vane above the mast?
That's already been checked out, and that's fine.
All right, so we're not doing anything on that.
No.
Okay, so you get to the top of the roof, finish the shingles, come down to the top of the dormers to do are those finials on?
They're not on.
No.
That, again, that's what you're gonna come back to.
Right, but now we should probably talk about lightning protection, which you will have submittals hopefully today. I have them in email format. It might be easy for me to email them to you.
That's fine.
We've contracted with the lightning rod company. We've had 2 people come and look. This guy seemed to be the most conscientious. The only question, and they're ready to go. As soon as Greg gets up the top, Greg's going to do the penetrations through the roof, next to the finials. That existing copper wire they're going to reuse. There's nothing wrong with the copper wire. In fact, it's a heavier gauge than is required. And all of them said that it's fine, yeah, so. Obviously, they're gonna be all new connections, but when they're here, Greg's gonna sever it and do the roof penetrations and drop it down through, and they're gonna take it over from there and bring it down the interior. The only question which I mentioned to Dana was the finials themselves, and the designer wanted some photographs of them and how they attach, because there's some issues. They're afraid if they're struck, it's going to blow your finial apart unless something else is done, so.
Will these finials just match what was there?
Yes.
Have the ones in the past been struck?
Well, it was struck by lightning in 1939 and
Finials?
started a fire. Now, I don't know whether the finial was the main attractant or not, but I don't know, regarding blowing away the finial, there's never been Dana mentioned that they're talking about putting a point on the top of the ball, but there's never been a point on it.
Yeah.
Of course, we survived 100 years, maybe we're waiting for the 100-year strike, I don't know.
I guess the issue from both the people that looked at it was they've got to look at the designer, and because they've got to put a UL label on this to have it approved, if it's okay to label with that finial sticking there without putting a rod through the top of the finial. They think it probably was, but they've got to look at it and they want photographs of how the finial attaches and what the lightning rod is like.
Yeah.
So, I think that's important, because we don't want to compromise the lightning rod system in some way.
Right. One thing I don't know, Dana, what is done for the mast? Of course, that's the highest point on the tower.
It's wood mast.
But is there a cable all the way up to, is there
Yes.
a cable all the way up to
Yes.
the wind vane?
Right.
There's 2 of them that go up to
There's
the...
2 of them, there's one on either side, and you can actually see them.
Okay.
So there's probably a steel rod inside of the wood. There is, you've seen it. Okay. That's-
So I doubt it if that's been turned.
Well, no, somehow they did
There's
it.
some kind of steel up there, right?
Oh, there is?
So that's probably because
I can't tell if it goes all the way up.
Yeah.
the mast would have to be bolted on somehow.
The mast goes all the way through to the deck inside.
Yeah, that's true. So it,
Might be a pin at the bottom. I
That's-
think,
lingerie, so the fifth floor is gonna keep crazy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's fabulous. It's about, I think it's just about the same distance.
Yeah, I'm looking at a chart.
Just like about an 8 inch.
Gonna be narrower this way. I suppose that you
It's kind of screwy. They did that like they would do it like a dormer here. They didn't do it like down below where they leave sheets every other one.
Yeah, but with the step flashing and ice and water.
Ice and water. That makes me feel a little better than these tables. You know, when you have rust, it's very top.
I'll send the other one down.
Amazing.
practicing my
beach house with four strangers of the opposite sex and people totally getting wild and crazy and as I understand
All right, you ready to hit down?
ready to hit down.